All right, today I'm gonna show you guys in under 2 minutes how I go from that digital look to that dirty New York film simulation using Dehancer. But really quick, let's just take a few seconds to pay our respects to the greats of New York City, like Bruce Gilden, Saul Latier, and Joel Meyerowitz, and then we'll jump on the box right after that. All right, first you want to start in Lightroom Classic. That's actually how you get into Dehancer. And what I'm going to do first is I just want to balance out this image a little bit. So let's start the clock right now. I'll show you guys how I get there in under 2 minutes. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to bump up the shadows. We're going to drop our highlights. We're going to drop down the contrast. I'm going to expose up just a tiny bit. This was shot in the evening, so I don't want it to go super bright. I'm just going to drop my blacks a little, clarity down, get more of that cinematic film look. I'm going to dehaze it. I'm just going to put a little bit of texture in there. And I think that's what we're going to do. Next thing we're going to do, right click on this, go edit in, Dehancer Lightroom Classic, hit edit. Okay, so now that Dehancer is opened up, you're going to see here under profiles all the different black and white simulations. These are all the different films that they give you. So if you bounce through these, you can kind of see if anything gives you the kind of look that you're looking for. The first one that I wanted to go for was this Kodak Eastman. So you can see it's kind of dumbed down my whole image, which is one of the reasons why I kind of balanced it out beforehand. So I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to do this exposure compensation. I'm going to bump this up to kind of brighten up my image. So you're going to see everything starts to blow out here. One of the things that you can do in here is this film compression is really cool. It kind of balances out your highlights between the highs and the lows. So if you see the impact here, put the white point back to nothing. So this will be the impact. You can have it either be nothing, 100%. So I'm going to put it somewhere around 60. I'm going to drop my white point just to kind of get somewhere in the middle of what these two things are doing. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to mess with my grain. So if I turn my grain off, you can see much softer image. I'm going to put that back on. The cool thing in here is they give you a couple different options, negative or positive. I'm going to put this image to positive and I'm going to drop the size. I'm going to drop the amount. If you look at the greats, a lot of their black and white imagery doesn't have really gritty, heavy grain. So I'm just going to pull it down just so it's enough to feel. Next thing I'm going to go down to halation. Pull that down. I actually want a little bit of that in there, just add a little bit of texture and breakup. Bloom. I actually want to bloom this shot out. I want the highlights to get softer. You can see what that does to the hair and kind of back on these lights. And the next thing, the vignette on this, I actually don't think I want any vignette. I want the whole image to pop off. So I'm going to bump that all the way back up and you can see what this kind of does. Now you have a really stark, beautiful image. She's kind of popping off the page. All right, and just like that, in under 2 minutes, we got a gritty New York image using Dehancer. If you're in anything street photography, editing, just taking your photography to the next level, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Feel free to click on that video over my shoulder. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.